Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jeff Airtime coming back at you with a rare content video. And this one, I'm going to do the top 100 cards in my collection. And I'll tell you what, it is not easy. I started out with the intent of I'm going to do a top 10 list because it's one of my favorite videos to watch from fellow sports card YouTubers when they give their top 10 list and show them. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do top 100. That'll be easy. Boy, was I wrong, because I pulled out about 200 and then had to dwindle it down to about 100, just mostly because I have such an eclectic taste, as many of you know, from football to baseball to golf to hockey to Olympic sports and so on and so forth. So anyway, I'll try to get through these as quickly as possible. So here we go, top 100. Got to start off with, and this isn't a favorite, but it is one of my more valuable cards for sure. It's the Panini Contenders rookie autograph card of the GOAT, Tom Brady himself. What's interesting about this card, you can consider it the holy grail of modern football cards, but it really fluctuates in price. It can go from $1,000 more one month to $1,000 less the next month selling. Market's all over on this, on the place, all over the place on Tom Brady, but obviously a sound investment on the GOAT for sure. So this is his Contenders rookie card, and I have another one from that set. Certainly not in the same stratosphere as the Tom Brady, but it's Mark Bulger. Mark Bulger had a nice career with the Rams, had a few excellent seasons after he took over for Kurt Warner. Oh, I forgot to mention, these are not numbered. There is I guess a subset you'd call that's numbered to 100, which are really ridiculously priced. But these are not numbered and have the gold foil on the side, and just a beautiful card, as are all the Contenders. You'll see most of my football cards I have here are Contenders. Dallas Goedert, I had to get some Eagles in here. Good young tight end with the Birds. Carson Wentz, love him in his North Dakota State uniform. Shout out to RSR Cards, where I got that one from. Roger Staubach, I have a couple of his rookie cards. So many Cowboy fans out there in YouTube, sports YouTube land. Bradley Moore, Blood X, the list goes on and on. Ron Fig, all big Cowboy fans. So even though I'm a Birds fan, I have to respect the great Cowboy players of the past. Here's a great Eagle, Gary Ballman. I have just a few vintage cards, not a whole lot. I really purged my collection years ago. Devontae Parker, really love this young receiver with the Miami Dolphins. This one is out of Leaf Rookies and Stars, number 99. Big shout out to Card Hobbyist, a big Fish fan. Leighton Vander Esch, this is his gold optic autograph rookie card. Again, another Cowboy, but the kid is a beast linebacker for Dallas. Juju, one of the best young receivers in the league. Serial numbered out of 25. Big shout out to Evgeny Crosby. Come back soon, Evgeny. We miss you. He's a big Steelers fan and collector, as we all know. And Tyreek Hill, probably the best receiver in the game, certainly the fastest. The reason why this one made my list is because it's one I pulled in the pack. So any cards I pull in the pack are going to have a special place in my heart. I don't rip a lot, so then when I do get some hits, I usually hold on to them. Speaking of which, I think all these basketball ones are ones that I pulled out of packs here. So this is numbers 11 through 20. Colin Sexton, red, white, and blue. A good young player with Cleveland. I love this DeAndre Ayton. He's got great size. Young player for the Phoenix Suns. This is a green parallel out of last year's Prism. I can really see big things out of 8N. Here's a Luka rookie out of, what is this? Certified, and a Zion out of Hoops. Neither one of their best rookies by far, but both cards I pulled out of packs. This is a card that I actually had as a kid. That's the reason why this one's in here. An old Larry Bird panel card from 79-80 Topps. Of course, his more sought after one would be the one with that he's on the card with Magic Johnson. Here's Michael Jordan. I have a couple of his star rookie cards, but this, since I'm a big Sports Illustrated collector, this is my favorite Jordan. This is his first Sports Illustrated, a card out of 1989, February 1989, I believe. Just a few hockey. Patrice Bergeron, not a Bruins fan, but one of the best players in the game. This is a big fat relic patch card. I actually got this one, and he's one of my favorite players to watch in the NHL. And I got this from Pepino, man. Big shout out to Pepino. Brett Hull, one of the greats all time. This is Upper Deck Exquisite out of $4.99. And the greatest player ever, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Just like the Jordan, this is his first Sports Illustrated card out from 1989. And one more Sports Illustrated, Sidney Crosby. Sid the Kid. This is his rookie card from Sports Illustrated. All right, so that's going to take care of basketball and football, and that's going to lead us up to, I'm going to have 30 of like what you would call alternate sports, and then I promise we're going to finish up with 50 baseball. The last 50 will be all baseball. That's really where I had the problem whittling it down. All right, so here we go. Golf. Of course, we got to start off with Tiger Woods. This is universally considered his rookie card out of Sports Illustrated because it's from 1996. And I showed the magazine that this came from. I have the full magazine listed on eBay. Mine's not crazily priced. Some people have them for six figures, which is just nuts. But the card has gone for that much in PSA 10 in the past. And this is the iconic 1996 Tiger Woods card from the December issue. So that's that. And then another shout out to a YouTuber. I got this one. This is his SP Authentic Game Gear patch card with dual patch with Byron Nelson. This came from Eric, Oakland A's 915. The only relic card of Tiger that I have. So that's a favorite of mine for sure. This might be, this is not his best rookie. I would say this is his second best. I think he has an SP from the same year of 2001 Upper Deck, which goes for a little bit more than this one. This is his Players Inc. card. This one I have here is graded 8. And much like Tom Brady, you can't ever see any Tiger Woods cards ever going down. I mean, what he's already done, he's already solidified himself, I think, in my mind, is the greatest ever. So that's it for the Tiger cards. This is my favorite current player right now. I have two of these. Brooks Koepka. I have one graded PSA and the other BGS. Both authenticated with the autograph card. He's the number, I think he fell out of number 1. I believe he might be down to number 3 in the world rankings, but he won 2 majors last year. He'll probably win another one this year. The guy is just insane. He doesn't really care about the small tournaments, but as far as the majors concerned, he just turns it on. These cards, I have the only 2 listed on eBay right now. They're just on fire. His raw cards alone, non-autographed, just torn out of the magazine, easily go for about $100. Sorry for the camera shake there, guys. More golf, Rory Mcilroy, just like the Koepka. This is autograph out of BGS, authenticated. Actually have 2 of these as well. The first one from BGS, and the second one certified from PSA DNA. Rory, another one. He's tailed off a little bit in recent years, but still young. I think he's actually recently back in the top 10. Look for him to win another major again real soon. Rory Mcilroy. two more golfers left here. Ricky Fowler, autographed card, PSA DNA, and Jordan Spieth. Two of the I'd say those five are probably the best young players in the game, kind of taking over for Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. And finally, one more Tiger Woods. One more. This is from a Turkmenistan stamp collection. There was 4 of these. This one is the portrait one of 1997. This one was graded a 10, and I got this one sent to me from Urban Card Breaks. Big shout out to Urban. Definitely one of the favorite. I had this set ungraded, but Urban was kind enough to send me one graded. Just a great guy. Check out Urban Card Breaks channel for sure. Oh, sorry, one more golf card. Xander Schauffele. If anyone saw him last week in the Charles Schwab, the first real sports event since this whole virus thing started, other than the NASCAR, Schauffele made a he teased me a little bit. He was in the lead the whole time up until the 17th hole, rimmed one out. Long story short, he finished in second, actually third. But the kid, young kid, I think he's 25 years old, has a bright future. I'm investing highly in Xander Schauffele right now. The kid's got ice water in his veins and is really a great young golfer. So Xander Schauffele. Next we're going assorted sports here, variety of sports here. We have, and this is probably my favorite card. This is Michael Phelps. You've seen me show this before on my channel. These are serial numbered out of 10, and I have 2 of them. I have number 8 out of 10 and number 2 out of 10. Michael Phelps, to me, is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of greatest athletes ever. And he's the most decorated athlete ever in the Olympics, for the United States or any country for that matter, with all of his medals. So this was, and I think I mentioned it, he's also on the card with Matt Biondi, another great swimmer, as well. So you've got Michael Phelps, and this was a Hawaii Trade Conference show where these were issued. Again, only numbered to 10. Probably my favorite cards in my collection. Olympic cards, go figure. All right, moving on. Oh, Michael Phelps, and this is his Sports Illustrated rookie card. You see a lot of posters with this exact picture on there, so that's why I had to throw that one in here. Serena Williams. Quick story about this one, and this is the holy grail of all tennis cards, at least females for sure, because she's hands down. You can make an argument on the Mount Rushmore for greatest male athletes of all time. You cannot do that with women's. Serena's far head and shoulders above any other women's athlete ever in any sport. And this is her holy grail card. Here's a quick story. I am that person that you hate. I am now that person that you hate on eBay. It's the first time I've ever done it. I've been selling on eBay since 1999. I actually just sold this card a couple days ago. I had it listed. I should have had it listed higher. I sold it at $21.95, and it's sold. You can check sold listings. Just go to the highest amount cards, and you'll see this one. But I canceled the bid, and I decided to keep it, or I really have to mark it up even more. There's only 100 of these. This one is serial numbered 35 out of 100. Patch auto. That's the first time I've ever done that. I even emailed the guy, said, I deserve a negative feedback. I've never had one, but I do deserve one. I've had it done to me, and now I did it to someone else. So yes, shame on me for doing that. But Serena is hands down the GOAT as far as women athletes are concerned. If I did not mention, I don't think I mentioned the year on that card. This is out of 2003 Net Pro, 2003. It's Court Authentics. Every once in a while, you'll see one pop up on eBay, but obviously, as I said, there's only 100 of them, not too often. A little bit more tennis here. Andre Agassi. Agassi was my favorite tennis player, men's of all time. So I have 3 of his Sports Illustrated cards autographed. These are his rookies from 1989. Just like with the golf cards, I have one PSA DNA, the other one BGS, and this is his second card from 1993. This one PSA DNA authenticated. Andre Agassi was an all-court player. He won all 4 majors on hard court, clay, and grass. So he was Rafael Nadal before Rafael Nadal was Rafael Nadal. I think he's actually probably taken the mantle from him as the greatest all-surface player ever, but Agassi was the original, and he was really very, very entertaining to watch as well. I don't have a lot of soccer cards, but Carli Lloyd, I have this one authenticated autograph from SGC. Carli Lloyd might have, just as I said, and Nadal may have taken the torch from Agassi as the greatest all-court. Carli Lloyd might have grabbed the torch from Mia Hamm as the greatest female soccer player ever, with her gold medals. And it was even talk she was trying out for the Philadelphia Eagles as a place kicker. Carli Lloyd, very, very famous soccer player for the United States. And one more, speaking of the United States, one more slab. BGS authenticated Simone Biles. Simone Biles easily is the greatest, if not Olympian, definitely greatest female gymnast. If not the greatest female Olympian, the greatest female gymnast of all time. It's really a shame that this year's Olympics got postponed because she was set to compete in her 3rd, and I'm sure she would have brought home some more gold medals. So we'll see if she can stick it around one more year to compete next year. And 10 more non-baseball before we get to the baseball. You know, I have to throw the old Danica Patrick rookie autograph card out of Press Pass. Easy for me to say. This is serial number to 25. And of course, Danica may not have had the success on the race course, but certainly had the publicity. One of the most famous drivers in NASCAR. And this is her Press Pass autograph rookie card. This is, and this was a diamond edition out of 5. I don't really like mini cards, but you cannot argue with Danica Patrick modeling card. Speaking of which, one more shout out to Spidey. Scotty Arena sent a AJ Lee, and this is instantly one of my favorite cards. AJ Lee, my favorite wrestler, women's wrestler in the Divas, division for obvious reasons. As I get a little tongue-tied. Cycling card. This is an old, I have a bunch of these out of this set. This is the the cigarette cards from Celebrities in Sport. This is from the Manchester from the early 20s, late teens, cigarette cards. Just gotta love a nice tobacco card. Such great story and history behind them. And the cycling one was my favorite of this cyclist in particular, J.E. Sibbett. Good story behind him. And speaking of cycling, Lance Armstrong, I have his Sports Illustrated rookie card on here. These cards have been really hot lately on eBay, as his documentary was a great documentary, was aired 2 or 3 weeks ago. Shout out to Ikumafa Egg with a UFC card. Matt Hamill, great story. He was a Olympic gold medalist for the United States, turned UFC fighter. I used to have the Lesnar that from this series. I sold that as part of my purge years back. I wish I still had that card as Lesnar. Certainly one of the most prominent WWF wrestlers in the last decade or so. One Wnba card in here, and I have the full magazine, a bunch of copies of that. I've invested highly in Breanna Stewart. If you don't know, she's a 4-time national champion at UConn, and there's a very good chance she might go down as the greatest WNBA player of all time. She's already won a championship with Seattle and an MVP. Unfortunately, she missed this past year with a torn Achilles, but look for bigger and better things out of Breanna Stewart in the future. I believe she's still only 26 years old. So certainly a long, bright future ahead of her. Shaun White, one of the most, probably the most prolific X-gamer of all time. I've been selling a ton of these on eBay. Shaun White, both snowboarding and skateboarding, has really revolutionized both sports. So Shaun White, got to have a Shaun White card in here. And I'm going to finish it up with 2 more Olympic gymnastics cards. Kerri Strug, everyone remembers her, as this is a Fans of the Game autograph card. And Mary Lou Retton from Upper Deck Prominent Cuts, serial number to 18. Both of those were, they were darlings in the sport of gymnastics. Retton in the early 80s and Strug in the early 90s. So that's going to do it for all those crazy sports, as some of you guys like to call them. Now we'll finish up with 50 baseball and round out this top 100. And if you stuck around so far, I appreciate it. Don't forget Sunday morning trivia every other Sunday at 10:30 Eastern time. Okay, now I don't have a lot of slabs, but this first stack is going to be all slabs, and then it's going to be mostly raw cards. Again, some of them definitely of high value, and some just because I like them. So this is one just because I like them card. I think this is my only one of one. I think I might have a couple other, but by far my favorite, Mark Langston. This is out of Archives, autograph card. I love Mark Langston as a kid in the 1980s. Just a nasty left-hander, and I've always loved watching the southpaws throw. I mean, I used to have Sandy Koufax rookie card. That was one of my favorites. Just always loved a good lefty. So Mark Langston he even beat out Roger Clemens for the strikeout title, and this is his 1984 Topps traded Tiffany rookie card out of the Tiffany set. Certainly not high value, but high value in my heart for sure. This one is one of the higher ticket cards as far as baseball, the sport of baseball I own. This is the Artist Proof Alex Rodriguez rookie card from 1994 Sportflix. This card, in my mind, this might be A-Rod's best rookie card. The Artist Proof, I forget. I think it was 1 per case. Long story short, I believe there's 100 of these produced. So this is 1994 Sportflix Alex Rodriguez. And I do PC A-Rod as he should be in the Hall of Fame, just like numerous others. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I will leave it at that. Speaking of which, Sammy Sosa, his card's going up a lot now, of course, with the documentary with him and Mark McGwire that aired last week. This card was really, really hot, even more so than his Leaf rookie, because there was less produced of these. This was from the 1989 Donruss Baseball's Best. I wasn't a huge Sosa fan. I was more of a McGwire fan. But this was one that I've kept over the years. Actually, I had another one that I bought on eBay, I don't know, a couple months ago, just because it's so darn cheap nowadays. This one not cheap nowadays. Barry Bonds. This one survived the purge. I did get rid of a lot of them, but I kept this one. This one was in a PSA 8, and this, of course, is not Barry Bonds on here pictured. It's the error card. It's actually Johnny Ray. My man Nate, Tops 85401, doesn't even consider this a Barry Bonds card. And he's got a good point. It does not have Barry Bonds pictured on it, so I really can't argue with that. But I've always liked this card. just because the story behind it. And if you're from my era, era cards were all the rage in the mostly early 90s. So this is close to my heart in that sense. So Barry Bonds, and without a doubt, the GOAT when it comes to baseball. Yes, he's the GOAT. Actually, I think it's even more impressive what he's done. It's more impressive what he's done over his career when you take into consideration that he batted against many players who were juicing. So I would say Barry Bonds' numbers could have been better if the juice weren't around. I just say that to be devil's advocate because obviously everyone knows what the argument usually is against Barry Bonds. Mark Pryor, Leaf Rookies and Stars. You'll see another Leaf Rookies and Stars coming up in a little bit. I love this set, and I loved Mark Pryor. He was just a filthy, filthy pitcher back in the day, and this card was really, really hot back in the day in the early to mid 2000s, but unfortunately injuries took their toll on Mark Pryor, as did they take a toll on his card prices. Thurman Munson, this is, in my mind, the biggest, and you can make a case for several players, but Thurman Munson, in my mind, is the biggest snub in the Hall of Fame. Ted Simmons got put in this last year. Look at the numbers. Thurman Munson, for a 10-year span, had some of the greatest numbers, both offensively and defensively, of any catcher ever. But anyway, this is his rookie card from 1970. Tops in a PSA 4. Again, I don't really care about the grade. In fact, I had this card a couple more times ungraded, but Thurman Munson. I'll be showing another one shortly, ungraded. Shohei Ohtani, love him. The biggest story in baseball. He's basically Babe Ruth. He's the modern day Babe Ruth. You can make an argument that what he's done you will not see for another 50, 60, 70, 80 years, to be a force both at the plate and on the mound. There's a couple other players trying to do it, Michael Lorenzen, Brendan McKay, but Shohei Ohtani, I wish they'd just leave him on the mound, but his bat plays so well. I guess they're determined on getting him some at-bats. But I really wish they'd just leave him alone on the mound because his arm is just ridiculous. This is his Topps Fire rookie card, BGS 9.5 and 10 on the auto. A couple more slabs here to go. 2012 Leaf. This is the triple auto rookie card of Carlos Correa, Javier Baez, Francisco Lindor. Interestingly enough, the reason why I own this card is for Carlos Correa, who I PC. Just a world of talent in that young man. But you can make a case for Javier Baez or Francisco Lindor as being the best autograph rookie on here. It really a cool card. This one's serial numbered 8 out of 10. So it's certainly one of my favorite Carlos Correa cards. And this one I showed on live stream recently. It was Wander Franco. I got it from this weird grading company, Fanatics. This is auto patch card out of Don Russ. I may or may not break it out of slab. 2019 Panini. I still haven't decided on that. But Wander Franco certainly has a world of talent. I just hope his development doesn't get too much derailed this year by either not having a season or not having a minor league season. Maybe he'll be on the 50-man roster if they expand the rosters to 50, but who knows? That's to be seen. All right, we've made it up to, we got 60 down and 40 to go. 60 down and 40 to go. Next, we have Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols, this is from 2000. Oh, God, I should know this offhand. It is 2001. Wasn't sure if it was, I didn't recall if it was 2000 or 2001. This is 2001 Leaf Rookies and Stars. This is, you can make an argument for the Bowman Chrome, but I will make an argument for the Leaf Rookies and Stars being his best rookie, but that's neither here nor there. It's my favorite one for sure. There was only 50 of these. This is his autograph card produced that there's only 50 of. So one of these days I will get this graded. I'll only do it in person, and that's not one that I'm going to want to send in the mail. So Albert Pujols, one of my PC guys. Speaking of another PC guy of mine, as you saw, the Alex Rodriguez rookie before. This is his autograph card out of 1998. I had a lot of success with 98. That was the last year I really collected cards before I got out of the hobby for many years. I put together that Mark McGwire 1 through 70 home run set. I remember that. And this was one of the autographs that I got from out of that issue. Josh Beckett. Josh Beckett was one of my favorite pitchers of all time. As many of you know, I'm a big pitcher guy. I like the pitchers more than the hitters. These are, and he had one of the best playoffs you'll ever see against the New York Yankees, or World Series, I should say. And I have 2 of his rookie cards here. Purple autographic, serial number to 50. This one is 32 out of 50. This was 49 out of 50. This card still has some decent values. There's a lot of Red Sox players, collectors that still collect him. But there was a time where these cards were just through the roof. And Josh Beckett, one of my favorite pitchers to watch. Speaking of which, as I mentioned earlier, Mark Pryor, I won't go into those reasons again. This was a buyback redemption card right here. And then another upper deck first pitch. This one's serial number to 22. This one's serial number to 10. Mark Pryor, I believe he's a pitching coach now. He was working with the Yankees. I'm not quite sure where he is now. Gary Sanchez, autograph rookie card out of Bowman Sterling. This one, get the Sanchez, the Sanchino, whatever you want to call him. Gary Sanchez just puts up crazy numbers for a catcher. Love a catcher that carries a big stick like that. Shout out to Mike, aka that reseller guy, gave me a good deal on this not too long ago. I'll pick that up to add it to my collection. Shout out to Jimmy Guns, Jack Flaherty, PC guy. Jimmy Guns. This one is a Jack Flaherty first Bowman autograph rookie card, green parallel, serial number 266. Helps if I look at it right side up. Serial number to 5 out of 99. You get where I see the 66. 5 out of 99. Jack Flaherty rookie card. Another shout out to Eloy the GOAT. I got this Whammer Yordan Alvarez rookie whammy card in one of Eloy's auctions. Got a great deal on it, and this is a case hit. This was a case hit, the whammy card. So I was happy to get that Yordan, and I was certainly happy to get this Yordan. This is the black parallel. Love the 1985 look. This is his rookie card, autographed Yordan Alvarez, serial number to 199. 30 more to go. 30 more to go. Let's see if I can keep this under 45 minutes. You guys wanted this. You guys wanted a content video. You're getting a content video. Here we go. A little bit of vintage. I don't have a ton of vintage left, but the ones I have I really like. Ron Guidry. Loved Louisiana Lightning as a kid growing up in New Jersey. Watched a lot of Yankees games in the early to mid 80s, and Ron Guidry was the dominant pitcher in baseball. Speaking of which, battery mate in the late 70s, Thurman Munson. You saw his rookie card earlier. This is probably his I don't know if I want to say most popular, because rookie cards are always popular, but definitely the biggest eye candy as far as all the Thurman Munson cards, with the big trophy, the great the black border. You see this got some issues on the corners, but I don't care about that. Just a great Thurman Munson second year card. Love me some Thurman Munson. Then I just pulled out some vintage out of my favorite vintage set, 68 Tops. Just love the set on 68 Tops. A shout out to Quato's Corner, who put together the set. Pete Rose, Roger Maris. There goes the cards. Steve Carlton, Tom Seaver, and look at that. It's got some writing on there. It's got not in good condition at all, but I think that just, and I think I've mentioned this too. Bradley Moore I was talking about. I was mentioning his comments section of one of his videos the other day. I just think that adds more charm to it, the scuffing and the I mean, obviously, this isn't an investment card. I'm not looking to resell this. So I just think that there's a story behind these cards. They're so old. This is got a couple more Hall of Famers, but these are modern card Hall of Famers. This one is Jim Palmer. This is autographed trio with serial number to 25 with Miguel Tejada, shortstop who was very, very awesome in the early 2000s, him with A-Rod and Jeter and Nomar. So really happy to have this autograph card of Miguel Tejada. Another autograph card. This one is Harold Baines, arguably should not be in the Hall of Fame, but he is. Shout out to Wicked Discounts. Got this Hometown Heroes autograph card from Wicked Discounts. Harold Baines. Another autograph relic card here of this one is of Bert Blyleven. This is card number 1 out of 35. Bert Blyleven, one of the all-time strikeout kings. So that's a cool little card. And Joe Mansman. Shout out to Joe Mansman. We got dual patch, autograph, serial number to 49 of Ioannis Cespedes. One of the worst contracts, and this is coming from the club that still giving Bobby Bonilla $1 million a year. One of the worst contracts they've ever given out. Diamond Kings, Ioannis Cespedes autograph card, dual patch. Wow, this is a long one. 20 more to go. Here we go. Leather and Lumber, A-Rod, Slob, breaking boxes, hooked me up really nicely as I'm throwing cards here with a A-Rod. Love the A-Rod in a Yankee uniform, serial number to 99. I don't have any Leather and Lumber cards, so I was really happy to get this from Slob right into my A-Rod PC, which is now probably over 500 cards of A-Rod. Clint Frazier, this is his prospect signatures. This, of course, was when he was with Cleveland, drafted by Cleveland, but now with the Yankees. So that's a Clint Frazier auto rookie. Some more Yankees for you Yankee fans out there. Luis Severino out of Bowman Chrome. Rookie auto. The Bambino patch out of Topps. What is this set? Is called the Legends of the Game Bambino patch card. Just as I was mentioning Gary Sanchez earlier, I love the catchers with a big stick. Yes, Monty Grandal. This is a patch auto out of Triple Thread, serial number 99. Yes, Monty Grandal falls in that category as a catcher who can really swing the bat. And this is back when he was with the Dodgers. So any Dodger or Yankee card is always going to have that collectability factor. Big shout out to Mr. Dave Moger, Big D's Sports and Collectibles, sent me this card a while back. Big D's. You can usually find him on the late night. This is a Miguel Sano, Sir Spoman Sterling. Also shout out to Deafness. A lot of Minnesota Twin fans out there. Miguel Sano probably sliding over to first base this year. So I appreciate that from Big D's. Another shout out, my man, Filmington. I was on the live on air with Filmington the day I pulled this out of one of his RCEBs. This is, of course, the gold Mookie Betts card. This will certainly stay in my collection forever. Top 100 for sure. David Price. I believe I got this in Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff stream. He was holding an auction one day. I picked up a David Price auto patch out of Triple Threads, as well as this guy, Andrew Benintendi. This kid's got a great bat. I really was looking for him to take off from last year. It didn't quite happen, but he's still very young with a ton of ability. So I'm very high on Andrew Benintendi. And one more Red Sox. This is a local boy. Went to my old high school, lives in my hometown. Jason Groom. This is printing plate, big left-handed power pitcher. Could have went 1 overall. Had a little bit of arm problem, but Chris Sale took him under his wing. Look for big things out of Jay Groom in the coming years. And that leaves us with numbers 91 through 100. A couple of my favorite guys to collect here. Tyler Glasnow, this is his rookie out of Inception autograph card and out of Spectra. The serial numbers are, let's see, Spectra, the patch auto is not numbered, and the Inception is numbered out of 75. Tyler Glasnow's just got a huge arm, huge arm. Cannot wait to see what he does if and when baseball comes back this season. I happen to think the owner's going to wait as long as possible, play 50 games, and just so they can get to the playoffs, which is really what their end game is, so they can make that playoff revenue. So I think there will be baseball this year, but probably won't see a deal for another couple of weeks. They're going to drag it out as long as they possibly can. Lance McCullers coming back from injury. This extra time off might help him. But this is his patch auto from Stars and Stripes. Shout out to Austin Farmer. He's a big USA collector. Lance McCullers. This is from the 2010 national team, Stars and Stripes. Big Lance McCullers fan. Astros, I know they lost Garrett Cole, but if Lance McCullers can step right in, they might not skip a beat. Speaking of stepping in, this guy right here, Julio Urias, might be able to step in for Hyunjung Ryu and be a 15-game winner this year. This kid's got awesome stuff. Another young lefty like I like to see. And this is his autograph rookie card out of Leaf. As I try to speed through it, rest in peace, Tyler Skaggs. Really tragic what happened to him last year. This is a Chasing History, victorious debut. Autograph rookie card out of Topps. I believe it was 2013. This was when he came up with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Blake Snell, not a big fan of his, as a lot of people aren't with his words. He really probably shouldn't have commented on the current situation. He did not make himself or other players look well, but look very good. But this is his GQ auto rookie. I don't have, as you notice, I didn't have any Mike Trouts. I'll probably pick up a rookie or auto of his down the line, but this is one of my favorites because this is one that I pulled out of a pack, 2013 mini for Mike Trout. This kid I'm really high on, Yoan Moncada. This is Panini Contenders autograph rookie, red. This is of course the young player that they picked up for Chris Sale, and the White Sox lineup just looks to be loaded of young studs. So look for Moncada to continue to progress. Speaking of young studs, Fernando Tatis. This is the one guy who I still have to pick up an auto for. Fernando Tatis, just a bright, brilliant future. This is his Topps Chrome rookie out of last year's 2019. And one more from the National, VIP Panini. VIP Panini, serial number to 50. Ronald Acuna, rookie card from 2019 Panini. Speaking of great young talent, like I was talking about with Tatis, you don't get more of a great young talent than Ronald Acuna. Certainly the future and the face of Major League Baseball. A big shout out to all the Braves fans, the hobbyist, the card hobbyist, Tim Cornell. Yeah, I could go on and on. It seems like half of YouTube is either Rocky fans, Atlanta Braves fans, or Yankee fans. But anyway, there you have it. All right, my top 100. If anybody else wants to attempt this top 100, the challenge is on. I've thrown down the gauntlet. Let's see what you got. Actually, I wouldn't take my offer up on that. This has been a long, grueling video. I can no longer make fun of certain people for making too long of content videos because this one was rough. This one was long. And if you stayed through the whole thing, I really, 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 really appreciate it. So until next time, and then next time might be far off on my content videos after this one. But I appreciate you all watching. Again, check out Sunday Morning Trivia, Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching YouTube, and have a great day.